This subject comes up in sessions with male clients often, and each case is unique. However, when we're talking about body image and self-esteem, there will be things that we all have in common. I'm Dr. Stephen Davidson, your sexual integrity coach located in Wilton Manors, Florida. Thank you for watching another episode of Adult Sex Education. Today I'm talking about the challenges overweight men face due to poor body image and poor self-esteem. A subscriber asked me to address the subject, and right now it is the subscribers who are driving the content that I cover on this channel. The subscriber tells me that he hasn't had a sexual encounter for several years due to poor body image and poor self-esteem related to being overweight. He says he is constantly subjected to questions from friends and family such as, "Why are you single? What do you mean you don't date? You need to get out of your comfort zone." It's frustrating to him when people give him suggestions like hookup apps because he already knows what the options are for meeting others. He goes on to say that he's generally happy in other areas of his life because he has a successful career, a nice home, and lots of family and friends. So I just told you everything that I know about the subscriber situation, therefore my comments will be pretty general. This subject comes up in sessions with male clients often, and each case is unique. However, when we're talking about body image and self-esteem, there will be things that we all have in common. When this subscriber's family and friends encourage him to date, they likely don't see him as he sees himself. They probably see a great guy who is a good catch, denying himself opportunities for romance or at least sexual fulfillment. They don't perceive his weight to be a reason to avoid sex. Their suggestions are not helpful to him because he doesn't believe he is as desirable as they do. We all have an inner critic. It is always our opinion of ourselves that matters most. We are both motivated and inhibited by our own thoughts about ourselves. We often project those thoughts onto others and decide that the negative things we believe about ourselves is what everyone else believes about us too. If we think we're too unattractive or overweight for anyone to find us desirable, then we avoid and resist opportunities that others can easily see. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about us. We've already decided that we will be rejected, and we behave as if we have. This is why a healthy self-esteem is so important for us to achieve the things we desire. Self-esteem is the overall evaluation and perception of oneself. It is how a person feels about themselves, including their body image and their self-perception. Self-esteem can be influenced by many factors, including personal achievements, relationships, societal standards, and internal beliefs. We don't come into this world disliking ourselves. Our negative attitudes about ourselves are the results of believing too much in the opinions of others, both individuals and institutions. Poor body image and poor self-esteem can also result from cultural values or expectations that may be unrealistic or oppressive. Sadly, it can take only one negative comment out of 100 positive comments to negatively influence what we believe about ourselves. Some of you might be thinking that the subscriber simply needs to lose weight and then the problem is solved. Telling someone that they just need to lose weight seems like the solution to dealing with self-esteem issues related to body fat. Maybe losing weight would solve the problem. Most overweight people already know they need to lose weight, and there are multiple reasons why they do not. Modifying behaviors that lead to obesity require intentional changes in lifestyle that many people find too challenging to surmount. Research demonstrates that almost as many men as women are dissatisfied with their physical appearance. In more extreme cases, we refer to this as body dysmorphic disorder, a mental disorder that can severely impair one's social functioning, including dating or hooking up. Most people are able to accept body flaws like belly fat, wrinkles, stretch marks, but for approximately 2% of the population with body dysmorphic disorder, any perceived imperfection can be socially debilitating. Sometimes the man who spends 2 hours a day in the gym hates his appearance more than the guy who hasn't been in a gym since his high school PE class. Again, it is our own beliefs about ourselves that most influence our outcomes. Cognitive behavioral therapy is one intervention used to help people overcome negative and limiting beliefs. They learn to recognize the distortions in their thoughts that prevent them from succeeding in certain areas of their life. They are challenged to find the evidence that what they think is really true. Is it possible that the lack of sex in one's life is more a result of negative thoughts than being overweight? There are also cases where the self-esteem problem is not related to a weight problem at all. The weight could just be an excuse to avoid dating for other reasons that one might not even be consciously aware. According to Healthline.com, over 42% of Americans are obese. Another 30% of Americans are overweight. That means that 70% of the U.S. population needs to adjust their lifestyle when it comes to diet and exercise. If it were true that being overweight was the primary barrier to hooking up, dating, or a long-term relationship, then most of us would be home alone every night. There are some chubby folks out there who are getting a lot of action and having a lot of fun. I used to offer a workshop annually in January to help people commit to the resolutions that they made in the new year. The workshop taught participants how to make desired changes in their life. Often we talk about the changes we need or want to make, but we never put any action behind the thought. Sometimes we do take action to bring about the change, and when we succeed at achieving our goal, we don't engage a plan to sustain it. We relapse backwards into the problem because we didn't integrate the solution. We have greater success achieving goals when we have someone to help hold us accountable and support us in the process. For the scenario that I just discussed, that could be a nutritionist, a fitness trainer, a personal coach, a cognitive behavioral therapist, or even a peer support group. I'm Dr. Stephen Davidson, the Sexual Integrity Coach. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please check out my website at sexualintegritycoach.com. There you'll find links to both of my books, Peaceful Mind, Peaceful Life, the Guidebook to Happiness, as well as Sexual Integrity, Finding the Courage to Be Yourself.